Jetline Marvel comparison of Embraer KC-390 versus Lockheed Martin C-130J Hercules. Hmm.
Hello, welcome back for another amazing episode of Aviation on Jetline Marvel. We're going to compare the Embraer KC-390 with the C-130J aircraft from Lockheed Martin in this video. Both of
The
these
most obvious difference, also what I know of, also something that you can just see is propeller driven versus jet engine, where I believe it's a turboprop, four turboprops for the Hercules versus the Embraer one having two jet engines. I think, in my understanding, the Embraer should be better in a lot of aspects. I am not sure in terms of cargo capacity though. Let's see.
aircraft are mostly utilized for military transport. The Embraer KC-390 is the largest aircraft the Embraer has ever constructed. The C-130J was first introduced in 1999, and the KC-390 inducted in 2019.
Okay, true. For a second, I was confused when he said 1999 because the Hercules has been around since the 70s, I believe. So they're specifically going to limit it only to the J version, which is like an elongated version of the plane, which has much more cargo capacity. It's much newer, better materials, construction's much better. Gotcha. Okay, let's see how that goes.
The Lockheed Martin 130J Super Hercules, which was introduced in 1999 and has four turboprop engines, is mostly used as a military transport aircraft. The Lockheed C-130 Hercules, which originates from US states, has received a full upgrade with the C-130J that contains new engines, a flying deck, and other equipment. The C-130J is the only model of the C-130 Hercules that is currently produced.
Nose.
Recently in March 2022, the Hercules aircraft were delivered to 26 operators in 22 different countries. The KC-390 can transport up to 80 troops, whereas the Hercules
Oh,
can carry 64.
okay, there we go. We have one for the KC-390.
The C-130J has a 132-foot wingspan, whereas the KC-390 has a 115-foot wingspan.
Now you would think that means one for the Hercules, but not true. In terms of troop carrying, the KC can do more. So bigger is not always better. But I will say the slope at the back, the ramp slope at the back for the Hercules is much smaller, and the Embraer one, the ramp is really big, so that area is not exactly usable for cargo. It's only like where the door is right behind the wheels. From there all the way to the front door, that space is usable. The rest of the tail, maybe you can put some light cargo, which the door can take the weight off. But usually the back end with the slope, I don't think you put any cargo there. It's a lot of inefficient usage of space.
The KC-390 is 38.10 feet tall, while the C-130J is 38 feet tall.
Oh, they're about the
The
same height.
C-130J is 97.9 feet long, while the KC-390 is 115 feet long.
Oh, wait, what? Interesting. So the KC-130 sorry, KC-390 is bigger than the C-30?
The
Okay.
C-130J maximum takeoff weight capacity is around.
Well, no shit. I guess that's because of the jet engines. The Brazilian Embraer and American Lockheed. Okay. We'll just call it that. I'm getting confused with the names. C, KC, 130, 390. It's a bit confusing.
70,307 kilograms, while the KC-390's is 86,999 kilograms. The C-130J can go up to 670 km per hour, whereas the KC-390 can go up to 988 km per hour.
So that's better. The KC can reach places faster.
The four Rolls-Royce engines of the C-130J generates 3,458 kilowatts of power. On the other side, the KC-390 is powered by two International Aero engines, each of which generates 139.4 kilonewtons. The Embraer C-390 is a medium-sized, twin-engine, jet-powered military transport aircraft. It was made by the Brazilian aerospace company.
Ooh, let's see. Brazil, Argentina, Portugal, and I am so sorry. I can't tell the last one. Is that Philippines? I can't tell. I'm not sure about the last flag. There's a few countries with a similar color scheme.
Company Embraer, and it has carrying load capacity of 26 tons. The aircraft can be designed to accomplish a variety of traditional operations, including troop, VIP, and cargo transportation, as well as more specialized logistical operations, like aerial refueling as a tanker. It is the company's heaviest air.
The last guy falling off, like the one closest to the plane, for some reason, for a second, I mistook him for a camel being thrown off. Like you can see it, you can see the mouth and the hump and the neck. For some random ass reason, I was like, why is a camel being thrown off?
Airplane to date. The first production aircraft was delivered to the Brazilian Air Force on 4 September 2019. During the Dubai Air Show, Embraer announced the
Oh, what? 29? That's a very new plane. That's a brand new plane. Okay, yeah. KC-390 is much better than the Lockheed Hercules in a lot of aspects. Maybe not ultimately better, maybe not in every single thing, but between the two, I think I'd go for the KC-390 because it's faster, it has more power. I believe it has more power. It is smaller in some aspects. It all seems like it comes with the inbuilt refueling always, which is, I guess, better. And it has more carrying capacity as well. So, and Embraer makes good products. Their aircraft, that's the only Latin American company, I believe, with a good footprint of making aircraft.
aircraft's new name for the global market is C-390 Millennium. The C-130J has a 3,300 kilometers range and weighs 15.5 tons, whereas the KC-390 has a 5,820 kilometers range and weighs 15 tons.
What? They weigh the same, and one of them gives you almost close to double the range. Not exactly, it's more like two two-thirds more range. Aha. It's well, the KC-390 is better from my perspective.
While the KC-390 can go at 870 kilometers per hour, the C-130J can cruise at 644 kilometers per hour. The KC-390 has a payload of 26,000 kilograms, compared to the C-130J 19,051.
It's also able to carry about 5 to 6,000 kilos more, 5 to 6 tons more. So it can carry more, it can travel faster, and it can travel further. Okay.
Kilograms. The KC-390's ferry range is 8,500 kilometers, which is compared to the C-130J 5,078
Again,
kilometers.
much better.
With rising numbers of orders for the aircraft, the United States Air Force is presently the largest C-130J operator. As of March 2022, 500 units had been produced overall. It operates in many countries like Algeria, Australia, Bangladesh, Canada, Denmark, and many other countries. KC-390 initially received positive feedback and directives from the operator. 7 different nations had ordered a total of 68 KC-390s by the year 2014. There are 6 in Argentina, 8 in Brazil, 6 in Chile, 12 in Colombia, and many more.
Oh, so that's Chile. Okay, okay, okay. That's the Chilean flag. Okay.
As of 2017 price tag, the C-130J cost US $75.5 million, and the
Okay.
Embraer KC-390 is
What the? It's cheaper? Also, did I just misunderstand the information between. What was he talking about the C-130 when he mentioned he wasn't, right? He was mentioning about the KC-390, the Brazilian Embraer one, with the camel falling off the back. Wait, it's cheaper, it's faster, it has more range, and can carry more payload. Interesting. Well, I suppose the Hercules has better electronics, better maintenance. Because the Hercules is very famous, it's very sought after. The Mirror one, not as much and nowhere near, but it seems to be outperforming. I guess there's differences in design philosophy as well. One went with flatter wings with turboprop propeller engines. One went with jet engines with more swept back wings.
around to cost US $50 million per unit. Let us know in the comments what you think of the 2 aircraft.
Also, I think the prices may be inaccurate. I'm not sure. Needs to be checked. 75 million and 50 million is very cheap. That's how much like a fighter jet costs. Not even the top end ones. So could be that, fighter jets have more tech packed into them, so that's why they're more expensive, but these are giant aircraft, so interesting. I love these close-up shots. Very interesting. Thank you. Good video.